This is medication administration based on weight. This is Shannon. In our problem here, we have an order for amoxicillin 150 milligrams every 8 hours for an infant weighing 23 pounds. Our first goal is going to be to find the child's weight in kilograms. We know that this child weighs 23 pounds, and our conversion fact says there are 2.2 pounds per kilogram. Pounds cancels with pounds. I multiply across the top, 23 kilograms. I multiply across the bottom, 2.2, and I divide the top by the bottom. After rounding, I get 10.5 kilograms. That's the weight we're going to use for this child. Let me get a clean page. Now I'm going to look at the label and find what the safety is, our safety dosage. Remember, we're looking at a child that is 10.5 kilograms. Reading through our label information here, I see this first part is about adults. This is the part I'm going to be looking at, this part regarding children. Notice it says 20 to 40 milligrams per kilogram per day, divided into doses every 8 hours. Looking at our order, we are dividing into doses every 8 hours, so that matches up. We're now going to take this information, 20 to 40 milligrams per kilogram per day, and use that to figure out our safe dosage for this child. Let me get a clean page. So, we have two different safety recommendations. The lower end, which is 20 milligrams per kilogram per day. And I'm just going to carry that over here for now, that per day, into my answer, knowing that it is part of my problem. The same with the upper end, 40 milligrams per kilogram, and that is a per day measurement, and I want to make sure I get that in my answer. It's very important. So starting with 20 milligrams per kilogram, I'm going to set up my railroad tracks. What I know is the child I'm dealing with is 10.5 kilograms. Now notice how my kilograms on top cancels with my kilograms on bottom. I multiply across the top, and I get 210 milligrams per day. I'm going to set up the bottom fraction the same way. I know my recommendation is 40 milligrams per kilogram, and I know I'm working with a 10.5 kilogram child. My kilograms cancel with my kilograms. I multiply across the top, and I get 420 milligrams per day. This is my safety recommendation for this specific child. So just to summarize the answers we found so far. For this 10.5 kilogram child, our safety recommendations are 210 to 420 milligrams per day. I'm going to go back and look at my original order now. Remember, my original order was for 150 milligrams every 8 hours. So this safety dosage I have is in days per day. I need to figure out what this would be divided into 8-hour dosages. Now, the tricky part here is knowing that every 8 hours means in 24 hours there will be 3 doses, because 3 times 8 is 24. So now I have to take my safety information, 210 milligrams per day and 420 milligrams per day, and I have to say every day we're giving 3 doses. Notice my days cancel with my days. I multiply across the top. I multiply across the bottom. 210 milligrams, 3 doses. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. When I divide the top by the bottom, I get 70 milligrams per dose. I'm going to do the same thing on my upper fraction, 420 milligrams per day. I know each day I'm giving 3 doses. I multiply across the top. I multiply across the bottom. And I divide the top by the bottom. What I find is I have 2 safety ranges. I have my safety range per day, and I have my safety range per dose. So to summarize here, my child weighs 10.5 kilograms. The safety dosage per day was 210 to 420 milligrams. My safe dosage every 8 hours came out to 70 to 140 milligrams. My order in my original problem was for 150 milligrams every 8 hours. When we look at the order compared to our safety dosage, we see that the order is too high. It does not fall inside the range of our every 8 hours safety dose. My action then would be to ask the prescribing doctor for clarification. Because this order goes over the safety dosage range, we would ask before administering any medication. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.